Meanwhile, hi, this is Seb.
And this is Marcus.
And welcome back to the Meanwhile YouTube channel. We are, of course, a weekly podcast about movies, TV shows, and everything pop culture. Link is in the description below. Marcus, what are we doing today?
All right, we are going to be tackling a big one here. We're going to be ranking the best, the worst, the over, the underrated, the nice and the naughty, and the cold deserving Christmas films.
Tier list, let's go.
It's about to get saucy.
It's about to get cold because it's Christmas.
We'll see ourselves out.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. Right, anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into it. Boom. The first one we have here is It's a Wonderful Life. Oof.
Oof.
Right, Marcus, why don't you tell us a little bit about It's a Wonderful Life?
This is probably like the quintessential Christmas film.
Oh, hell yeah.
Directed in 1946 by the one and only Frank Capra.
Mm-hmm,
It is a solid Christmas film.
mm-hmm.
It's a classic black and white. I think it's a Christmas film that transcends Christmas. I mean, the one and only Jimmy Stewart leads like, one of the greatest actors of all time, hands down. This is a story of happiness.
It's
a story of falling from grace and finding your way back from the darkest,
it's like, so for those of you who don't know, it's just like you've heard of the story. It's like he wishes he never existed, and then an angel grants the wish, and he finds out that his own existence influenced a lot of people around him. And it's a beautiful film. It's a touching film. It's got that one very classic scene of, do you want the moon? Let me throw a rope around it and lasso it or something.
Which has been sampled in everything.
Exactly. It's a Bruce Almighty. It's in everything. And it's just a touching family film. So Marcus, I personally vote for God tier Santa.
I agree. I think if we didn't put it as Santa, I think we would be like 100%. All the viewers would just leave.
100%. It's a Wonderful Life. It's a wonderful film. Boom.
Let's chuck it in Santa level. There we go. It is in our Santa level. So.
Right. Moving on. We have The Muppets Christmas Carol.
All right. This is one of my favorite films of all time.
Nah, God tier. God tier already.
Straight up. No explanation needed. This is The Muppets Christmas Carol with Michael Caine. It's solid. God tier. End of story. Moving on.
God tier. Moving on. Oh, right. Okay, hold on. These films are too good. All right. Love Actually.
Ooh. So it's definitely not on God tier for me.
Not on God tier.
It's not on God tier for me.
That's a bit of a hot take.
This is the thing. For me, it's a great film. I love the film, but
are you gonna say it's overrated?
I'm not gonna say it's overrated. I put it on the nice list.
For
me, nice list. Purely because, man, it's not something I grew up with. It's not something I associate with Christmas traditionally.
Come on, we've got the best prime minister of all time in history.
Okay.
Cutest kid who's Liam Neeson's son, and he's like, I'm in love. We've got Mr. Bean, for God's sakes. Alan Rickman, rest in peace.
Yeah.
The cast alone is already iconic. I'm sorry, this for me is
all right.
God.
You know what? I'll give you it. You can put it in. All
right. For now, we'll put it in God tier, and then at the end
we can reevaluate. Yes.
Oh, all right. This next one might be a little interesting. Polar Express.
Oh, all right. I have seen this film to death. No, so if you don't know what the Polar Express is, and you should really, it's beautifully animated. It's almost too lifelike.
Uncanny Valley.
It's too much. It's kind of like watching Cats, but the Christmas Cats. But it is a very heartwarming tale of a kid who doesn't believe in Christmas. One day, a train, the Polar Express, rocks up outside his house, and he's like, the fuck? And he hops on this train and he goes to, the North Pole, and he makes
conductor is played by Tom Hanks. Well, everyone is played by Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks plays Tom Hanks in this film. I think it's a solid film, but I don't think it's God tier.
Overrated for me.
Okay.
I think it's completely overrated. If you watch it as a film, it's for the first time you go like, oh, that's cute. But if I'm completely honest, I actually despise that film. I think it's so dead. I
Ooh.
actually think it's dead.
That's harsh.
I actually think it's a dead film, and I think it's over. I wouldn't say it's cold dead, but I would say it's overrated dead. Or would I say it's naughty? Or nah. Everyone rates this film, so I'm gonna say it's overrated.
Okay. You know what? Because I gave you Love Actually, you have to put this on the nice list, and we'll reevaluate.
Whoa! That's a big jump from overrated to nice. Nah.
Dude. Okay.
I'll have. Right. Here's what I'm doing. I'm putting Love Actually on nice.
Okay.
And then I'm putting Polar Express on naughty. So it's in between overrated and naughty. But 100% at me right now, all of you guys watching, Polar Express is overrated. I'm just saying it right now. Right, moving on.
Okay, I'll give it. I like that.
We have Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Okay. Pretty over.
I think it's. I wouldn't.
I'm not a Steve Martin fan. I think we touched upon this before. He's just.
I think this is when he was okay. Like I actually don't mind him in this film, but I'm kind of on the same boat where I'm not the biggest fan.
It's all John Candy, dude. Like John Candy, may he rest in peace. Like he makes the film for me, but I think generally speaking, purely as a Christmas film, for me, okay, I'm gonna give it a nice. But I wouldn't watch this at Christmas. I wouldn't watch this ever, to be fair, but I don't associate this with Christmas in my mind.
I get you. Fair play. Well, we've got a few of those coming up, so don't worry, lads. Right, next up, we have an interesting one. Black Mirror, White Christmas. John Hamm. I would say this is, for me, just obviously it's not really a classic Christmas tale. For those of you who don't know, Black Mirror, of course, Netflix show. That's all about like dystopian future, crazy stuff. This one is no less. This one's actually really, really messed up. Like it's next level. It's like a Christmas film that you want to watch that isn't, jolly, basically.
It's pretty bleak.
It's dark. It's very, very dark. I would say, personally, because I like this kind of stuff, I would actually put it on nice and middle of almost Santa level, because I love this episode.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree with you. We have the same taste, so we're kind of biased here. But I like a good bit of bleak Christmas. Let's chuck it on the nice list.
All right, let's put it on nice. We're putting it on nice. Right, next up, we have an absolute classic, Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean, where he puts the turkey on his head. I'm sorry, this has to be a god tier for me, mate.
All right, this is gonna be super controversial, but I don't like Mr. Bean. I never have. Seb's about to leave, but ladies and gentlemen, I will fight all of you just by saying that Rowan Atkinson is obviously most famously known as Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
I gotta say, like his best outlet is Blackadder. Hands down, I would much prefer watching the Blackadder Christmas special.
To be fair, the Blackadder Christmas special was going to be on this list as well, but then I was like...
I would hands down watch the Blackadder Christmas special any day over Mr. Bean. You know why? Disney Channel played that every day for the whole month of December every year.
Because it's lit?
Because it's shit. But because I know for a fact that I will be the unpopular opinion here, I will let Seb put this on God tier, Santa, because it will be the popular opinion.
Do you know what? I will take yours into consideration and downgrade it to nice.
Nice. Still not nice, but nice.
Right. Home Alone 2. Okay, hold on. These films are God tiers. All of them should be on the God tier. Right, Home Alone 2.
God tier. Hands down. Controversial, Home Alone 2 is better than Home Alone 1. I know it's a remake, but it ups everything and makes it so much more fun. Tim Curry's in it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I would say Home Alone 2 is definitely better than Home Alone as well. Would I say it's God tier? Yes, most likely.
No debate.
Right,
no debate.
We're putting it in.
Oh,
right,
mate,
next up.
This next one.
Right.
Okay.
Tokyo Godfathers is an animated film by Satoshi Kon, rest in peace. Absolutely amazing animator who gave us Paprika, Perfect Blue, and Tokyo Godfathers. Marcus, why don't you tell the audience what it's about?
Well, it's about three homeless people who basically find this baby. and they look after it during Christmas. That is the plot, pretty much.
Yeah. And
short and simple, sweet. This is a beautiful film. Seb and I watched this for the first time together, I believe. It is heartwarming. It's beautifully animated.
I'm pretty sure we watched it outside of Christmas, not knowing it was a Christmas film.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Is this a Christmas?" Oh, okay.
It is a beautiful film. That's all I really have to say. And if you haven't seen it, I can't recommend it enough.
Again, it's a very touching, beautiful story, and I think it falls into that realm of, there's like, well, I'd say especially Satoshi Kon, to be fair, but there's certain like anime films that easily could have been live action and could have excelled, but obviously like in animation it's like perfect. I would say it's kind of like Whisper of the Heart in Studio Ghibli, or Only Yesterday with Studio Ghibli as well. Perfect Blue, Tokyo Godfathers. They're all kind of like films that would have worked as live action films. They're that beautiful. They're like that good stories. But yeah, again, it's like a usual kind of Christmas movie. But it's like heartwarming nonetheless. And there's one of the homeless people is a drag queen. So again, big up to representation. We love that. For inclusivity, especially in Japan,
massively conservative.
Big up.
Underrated.
Okay. Underrated. Ooh, actually, yeah, 100%.
Massively.
No one knows about this film.
I think when you look at our list, I think this is the only one that a lot of people will be like, "What the fuck is that?" Everything else is pretty well known, so underrated all the way.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. Right, next up, we have the new 2018 Grinch animated movie.
With Benedict Cumberbatch.
I really liked this movie.
I agree, dude. It's so much fun. The only thing I don't like is the ending credit music.
Oh, with Tyler, the Creator.
Why are you putting in... I don't know, man. They were putting like trap or whatever it was at the end, and it kind of like ruined the vibe for me.
I didn't mind it too much. But I think
this is so much fun.
Visually, wow. Like, this is an amazingly beautiful 3D animated film, and I think it's just, it's classic Grinch. Like, it's nothing new, but it's cute, and there's like a very cute fat moose, and it's blessed. I would say it's a nice. It's nice
for sure. It's nice.
Right now, staying on with the Grinch, we have the original. Well, not the original, but the Jim Carrey Grinch. God tier.
Yeah, Godfathers. This is so much fun.
Cindy Lou Who, Taylor Momsen, Jim Carrey. Nothing beats
classic. This is Jim Carrey's, like, some of his finest acting.
Oh yeah, 100%.
There's not really much else to be said. This is such a good film.
Yeah, it's just God tier film, 100%. Like any of these films that you're gonna see on the God tier, and I guess the nice tier as well. They're basically like films that you need to watch during Christmas. It could either be all of them or it could be one of them, but all of them are gonna be great. But next up, we have Arnold in Jingle All The Way.
All right. Nice.
Overrated.
For me, it's nice.
Overrated.
Fair play. I'm a massive Arnie fan, so I'm biased here, but rewatchability, not that great. Is it on my Christmas list? No.
Exactly.
And for that reason, I will give you overrated.
Exactly. Right. Boom.
It's not a Duma. All right, moving on.
Oh, no. Okay. Christmas with the Kranks.
Okay. I've seen this film.
Cole.
So many times.
Cole.
And it is trash.
It's Cole. It's 100% Cole.
Yeah, it's Cole. But weirdly enough, I have watched it almost every year.
Okay.
It's terrible. It's like a family thing, like...
I guess it's one of those films where it's so bad that it's kind of good, maybe.
Oh, dude. 100% so bad it's good. It's still Cole, though.
It's Cole. 100% it's Cole.
Massively so.
You know what? I kind of get what you mean. It's kind of cute. It's, what's his name? Tim Allen, right?
Yeah, it's Tim Allen. And
he's great. I like Tim Allen. But, yeah, not the best TV.
I agree. When you compare it to everything else in this list, Cole.
This is definitely it's the first Cole one, and
won't be the last.
Won't be the last, probably. But next one is definitely not a Cole. It is Nightmare Before Christmas.
God tier.
One of the few movies that you can watch in Halloween and Christmas.
I watch it both all the time, mate.
Are in God tier. Yup, 100% God tier.
Soundtrack is phenomenal. Yep. Tim Burton, solid. Danny Elfman, solid. It wins.
Boom. Right. Next up, we have Jim Carrey again in A Christmas Carol.
I'm going to put this on naughty. Why watch this when you can watch Muppets Christmas Carol? That is my argument every time.
True.
Oh, you want to watch a Christmas Carol? In my brain, it is instantly, you talk about the Muppets, and if you say anything else, you're dead to me.
Agree. Let's put it on naughty, because I don't think it's like overrated, or I don't think it's underrated either, and it's not Cole. So yeah, naughty. Next up, we've got Scrooged.
Bill Murray.
I love this film.
This film is a trip. It's a trip for sure. It's very different to what you'd get. It's very much a Bill Murray film.
Oh yeah, it's Bill Murray to the T.
So if you don't like Bill Murray, you will not like this film.
How can you not like Bill Murray?
Don't know, man.
I mean, come on. Let's be real. Let's be real here, guys. How can you not like Mandem like Bill Murray? He's a god.
It's true.
Is it god tier? Maybe not. Nice. I would say it's a nice.
Nice. It's rewatchability for me kind of dies.
No, I think it's a pretty rewatchable film. I think it's sweet. I think it's very, very sweet. Next up, Star Wars Holiday Special. Cole.
One of the
most infamously bad films of all time.
Yeah.
Cole.
Less said the better. Just forget it exists.
Move on. The Santa Claus 3.
Now,
Jack Frost.
This is interesting that this is on the list, because surely the first Santa Claus film would be on this list.
Oh, it's coming up. It's coming up.
Interesting.
Santa Claus 3 is Cole.
It is so Cole. Everything after Santa Claus 1, Cole.
Yep, 100%. I agree. Cole. Boom. We are putting that in Cole.
Straight to DVD.
Right, next up, The Snowman.
Walking through the air.
God tier.
God tier.
Right, God tier.
God tier.
Sad, I mean, it's beautiful. The music is iconic. The snowman is iconic. The end gets me every time, no matter how old you are. If you're not sad when the snowman melts,
you're dead. You're dead inside.
You are heartless. Right, this is God tier. Boom. Next.
God tier.
Klause. The Netflix
All right.
film.
This is new. This is a new offering. I was so reluctant to watch it because I was like, I don't need another Christmas film. Holy shit. The animation is beautiful. It's unique.
Amazing. Like the story is beautiful, and it's like a new, like, you know, spin on the whole Santa Claus kind of thing. And yes, it's pronounced Klaus in the film. And again, it's you know, a story of self-discovery, of coming of age, but also, you know, being a good person. And I think that, like, as a kid, I would recommend this film to obviously like kids, but of all ages. But I think if we're, you know, judging these on Christmas films that are heartwarming and educational and beneficial, Klause is up there with A Wonderful Life. It's a god tier film for me. 100%. Even though it's new, it's a modern classic.
I agree. Boom. Solid.
Next up, the original Home Alone.
God tier.
Nice. I think it's nice. Home Alone 2's god tier. Original.
Okay, nice. But when you think about the impact it had on pop culture, and you take it as
don't give a crap about the impact on pop culture.
Okay, I'm gonna put my foot down. I will let you put Love Actually in god tier if you let me put this in god tier.
No. I'm leaving this on nice, mate.
I'm putting it in god tier on mine.
Love Actually and Home Alone are the same rating. I'm sorry, nice.
Oh no, not for me.
You're wrong. Right, moving on. Do you know what else is wrong? This next film.
All right. This is a sack of shit. I don't understand why people like this film.
I despise this film.
It's terrible. It's not funny. Will Ferrell is rarely funny. Very rarely funny. Well, okay. I think we put it in over, but in our hearts.
What?
I think it is overrated though. People love this film.
Touche. Yeah. Touche.
You know, in Seb and I's hearts, it's in Cole. It's dead. It's a dead film.
I mean, I would say it like we tried to do. It deserves to be on its own tier as bad. Like it's bad. Right, moving on. Jack Frost. Now that's a 90s classic.
It is.
It's interesting though. It's quite polarizing. Quite a lot of people either love this film or hate this film. I really like it. I mean, I'm a big fan of Michael Keaton. I think like the story is charming, and obviously it's sad because like he dies, and it's kind of creepy because then he possesses a snowman.
It's like Chucky with a snowman.
But it's lit though. Like I think it's very charming. Like the snowman looks all right, and I think it's cute. I think it's really cute. I think it's a very heartwarming film, and it's very 90s. But that's my favorite period of time, so I would put it on nice.
All right. I'm going to agree with you. I can't even remember this film properly.
It's a great film.
It's been a long time since I've watched it, so I'll put it on nice.
Cool. We'll put it on nice. Right, next up, Die Hard.
God tier.
God tier.
God tier.
100%. God tier.
God tier.
100%.
This transcends being a Christmas movie.
It's another one of those like, is it Christmas? Is it not? Yes, it is. And it's also not. But it's Die Hard. It's
one of the best action movies of all time.
Boom. Right, next up, we have the original Santa Claus. I think it's nice.
For me, this is God tier. Purely because this was like, there are a few films that I watch every Christmas. Santa Claus, It's a Wonderful Life, Christmas Carol, Home Alone 1 and 2, White Christmas. To me, this is a God tier. Because as a kid, when I first watched this was like everything you'd want, you know. The voice of Woody. Sorry, the voice of Buzz. Like, I'm all about that. It's funny. Bernard is great. You know, it's family friendly. But I can see now that I'm older why it really should be a nice, but I'm going to say on a personal level, it's God tier Christmas film for me because it's a classic.
God tier, is it though?
I'm going to say yes, but let's put it in nice because I'll give it yeah.
I feel like at the end of this one, I have to reorder this because I feel like we might be throwing around the God tier a bit too much. But all right, for now, we'll put it in nice. All right, next up, we have another modern one, The Princess Switch.
Throw it in the bin. Cole sets it on fire. Vanessa Hudgens has only ever acted once in her life, and it was only in the first High School Musical film. And it wasn't even really acting. She was playing herself for the first 3 films, and then she like all of a sudden became like famous for not being able to act, and now she thinks she's like, you know, some like ghetto bitch. So this is like they made a second one as well, and it's like
apparently
just
the
come
sequel's
out.
really good. Apparently
There's 3 Vanessa Hudgens in one film.
Okay.
There's Princess Vanessa Hudgens, English Princess Vanessa Hudgens, and like almost like a Cruella de Vil Vanessa Hudgens. So she's basically playing like 3 versions of herself.
Watch this. I don't know why I kind of really want to watch this now that you described it.
I'm chucking that in the bin. I'd rather watch the Star Wars Holiday Special.
But yeah, apparently the sequel is actually better than the original, and it's not bad. But anywho, yes, the original is in the bin. It's Cole. But yeah, I think the main thing is it's just the story that you've seen so many times. It's like Freaky Friday.
It's the Parent Trap.
Parent Trap, you know, it's Parent Trap. Well, yeah, actually, yeah, exactly. It's Parent Trap and Freaky Friday and all of that kind of vibes. Yeah, for sure. So nah, it's Cole.
It's dead. It's dead.
The final one is kind of like it's just one that I grew up with.
Yeah.
The Tailor of Gloucester by Beatrix Potter.
It's beautiful, man.
It's one of the most beautiful animated films.
I know what Seb's gonna say here. You're gonna say it's God tier.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
because I too grew up with Beatrix Potter.
Absolute
mate. It's all about Peter the Rabbit, and
I think he's overrated, mate. If we're just judging
fair play.
Peter's definitely overrated.
But it's Tailor of Gloucester is
it's an absolute icon. I mean, like the cat, the songs. I mean, it's another beautiful story. I mean, here's the thing: like most of I'd say like 90% of Christmas films all have the same message of, you know, family and love and being nice and, you know, being selfless. And then you've got Die Hard, which you know, just kind of has those themes. But like, you know, like all the God tier ones are all hot. I mean, the Santa tier, the nice tier, I mean, I'd say 90% of these films have a good message behind them, and they're all really cute. They're all quite heartwarming, and you know, we definitely recommend most of these to view this Christmas. But right, to end this debate once and for all, we need to go over this, reorder it, and then downright decide what is the best of this list.
This is when the real fun begins.
Right.
So you want to lead here?
Okay, so let's go from Cole. Let's go from down up. Christmas with the Kranks.
Cole.
Stays in Cole.
Step. Yep.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
I wish it should really have its own tier.
Cole.
In the Sarlacc pit.
In the Sarlacc. Exact. Boom. There we go. New tier Sarlacc pit. A Christmas Claus. The Santa Claus 3. Jack Frost. Cole.
Cole.
Princess Switch 1. Cole.
Cole. Yeah.
Tokyo Godfathers. Underrated.
Underrated.
Jingle All The Way. Overrated.
Overrated. Yeah.
Elf.
See.
Cole, but overrated, I guess. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Naughty. Polar Express. I mean, I feel like it's a little overrated. Yeah.
I think overrated is probably a more apt.
I think it's a little too overrated, mate. I mean, it's like, here's the thing, like, overrated could mean either it's kind of good, but it's too overratedly good, or it could be absolute dog poo, which is Elf, and still overrated. So I think this falls in like the first, like the former, where it's like, it's it's not Cole, but it's definitely overrated.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Jim Carrey's A Christmas Carol.
Naughty. See, I would rather say it's overrated.
Yeah, I mean, is it rated though? I feel like not that many people rate it. I feel like not that many people rate that film.
It's a difficult one because I wouldn't even have it in naughty, like retrospectively. I would.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not Cole.
And it's not overrated. It's not underrated.
You know what? Let's just create a new tier, and it's just going to be just okay. There we go.
Okay, let me. I don't think the table allows us to add. I think we've like reached our limit of tiers or whatever.
We've hit all. Okay, let's just leave it in naughty then.
Yeah, we'll leave naughty as like, you know, it's kind of yeah. We'll leave it naughty.
It's kind of there. Yeah.
Right. Love Actually. I still think it deserves to be on God tier, mate. I'm just saying, Colin Firth, Martin Freeman, Keira Knightley.
I mean, I would argue that just because a film has a really good ensemble cast doesn't make it good.
Yeah, but everyone acted good in it.
But
the story was good.
In this case, Love Actually, I'm not even shitting on the film because it is an amazing film. So yes,
because like
it shall move to God tier.
Boom. Yes.
Looking at our God tier list is fucking huge.
Because I would say like the argument that you had would apply to Valentine's Day, New Year's Eve, those films, because they're great ensembles but terrible story. This was the first of that series, and it was great ensemble and a great story. So God tier. Confirmed. Right. Black Mirror, White Christmas. Nice. I think it's justifiably nice. I would even go ahead and say it's underrated, but then
I don't think it's underrated though. It's pretty rated.
I feel like people rate it. Yeah.
Right.
What's next? Oh, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I would say maybe not nice anymore, you know.
Overrated.
I would say overrated. Overrated. Agree.
Now a bunch of people watching will be really angry at that, but fuck off, dude. I don't care.
Right. Merry Christmas, Mr. Bean. You said it's overrated?
I would put this as overrated, but I can understand why everyone would want to put this as God tier or nice, but you're all wrong.
You know what? I kind of see what you mean. Like, I feel like Mr. Bean is funny as like a kid, and I'm probably saying it from nostalgia. So, I can't justify.
I'll leave it in nice.
As nice. I can't put the ledge on.
I would much prefer Blackadder's Christmas special here, man.
True. Touche. I mean, we can have like an honorable mention after this. Right, we've got the new Grinch, the animated Grinch. Nice.
Nice.
Scrooged. Nice.
Home
Alone, the original. I say it's nice. You say it's God tier.
It's in God tier on my list, but
I think nice is a nice compromise.
I think nice is a good compromise purely because we have Home Alone 2 in God tier.
Exactly.
So fair play. Fair play.
Jack Frost.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Right,
nice.
The Santa Claus, the original. Nice.
Nice.
Right, God tier. Wonderful Life, 100%.
100%.
Muppets Christmas Carol,
200%.
Home Alone 2,
200%.
The Grinch, Jim Carrey,
150%.
Nightmare Before Christmas,
2020%.
Oh wow, okay. The Snowman,
double whatever I just said.
Yep. Klause,
99%.
Okay. Hold on.
Actually, you know what?
We say Klause is God tier already. That's
no.
a big claim.
Let's just say for now, nice. I'm gonna say underrated.
Ooh.
Because if we're already saying it deserves to be God tier, that should mean that it is so good, but we can't give it God tier yet because it's just come out. We should give it underrated.
Underrated, agree. Right, Tailor of Gloucester.
God tier. Yeah.
Die Hard, God tier.
God tier.
Love Actually, God tier.
Die Hard should have its own tier, and it should be Hans Gruber tier.
Okay, yeah. Right, boom. Right, do we have any honorable mentions?
From my end, only one film. Oh, no. Blackadder. All of these can go in the bin as far as I'm concerned. The only Christmas film that matters to me is White Christmas.
Which one's White Christmas?
Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney. It's the one that has the quintessential Christmas song, White Christmas.
I don't think I've seen it, you know.
Oh my God.
Have I seen it?
100%.
I'm not
because
sure. Wait,
we've done Christmas together.
Right, hold on.
It's a family tradition for me. 1954, White Christmas.
Have I seen this film?
Like directed by Michael Curtis. Like, you know, he did Casablanca and all of that good shit. This is
okay. I remember you. Yeah, I remember you showed me this.
This is like, to me, the best Christmas film of all time.
I don't actually remember rating it, if I'm completely honest.
Fair. It's
I don't remember.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an acquired taste, but I really don't think it is. It's a classic film. It's got one of the most celebrated singers of all time.
Okay.
It's got George Clooney's aunt in it. Like,
okay.
You know, it's solid. The soundtrack is amazing. It's heartwarming. All of this can get in the bin. White Christmas for me.
Fair. All right. Right, okay, so how about some, like, you know, outside shouts? I would say there's a few, like, TV specials out there, like Christmas special episodes that I've really liked.
Okay.
And I think, well, for those of you who listen to our podcast, which, of course, the link is in the description below. We do weekly episodes. Be sure to check that out. But if, you know, you've come from the podcast, you would know that I've always had a huge love heart for this amazing detective called Hercule Poirot. And there was a Hercule Poirot Christmas special. Mwah!
I knew that.
I love you.
It is good.
I love Poirot. David Suchet, of course.
I think Die Hard is always mentioned, but I'm going to say Lethal Weapon.
Okay.
That's an amazing film. Written by Shane Black, is solid, set during Christmas, a classic.
Okay, how about Addams Family? The first scene of the first movie.
The first scene
is set during Christmas. Therefore, it is a Christmas movie confirmed. Boom.
It's true.
Also, Zodiac has a Christmas scene.
Therefore
Christmas movie confirmed.
Yes. Where does the line end, right?
Zodiac confirmed. God tier.
I'm trying to think of all of like the Disney Channel specials because there would have been so many. But honestly,
oh my god! I just thought of one that's absolutely God tier. Codename Kids Next Door, the Christmas special with the X-Men. They had Wolverine with candy canes. That wins. That is the best Christmas special of all time. At me right now.
It's
everyone
pretty
in the
solid.
Comments, if you know, you know. If you've seen it, you know.
Super solid. All right, if we're going to kind of delve into that cartoon world, I'm gonna say South Park Christmas special. Anyway,
Yeah.
Christmas critters, dude. Solid. I think that's it, dude.
Justice League had a Christmas special. It was a one-off episode where like usually it's 2 parts in the original Justice League, and it was just like this one episode, and it was about all the heroes like doing their Christmas deeds, where like Green Lantern and Hawkgirl go fight people in like a battle planet. The Flash goes volunteers at like a children's hospital. John Jones goes visit Superman's family. Heartwarming as hell. That deserves to be.
It is.
You know, definitely deserves to be.
There was a Batman animated series one as well. Was there not?
There is.
Joker.
Oh my god! Oh, it's Oh my god, that was
Merry
a great
Christmas
one.
Pudding.
It's that one's a great
It's
one.
solid.
Batman the animated series, the Christmas special, and it followed. You know, the Batgirl had her own story. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy kidnapped Batman for them to go Christmas shopping, and it ends with Commissioner Gordon buying Batman a cup of coffee, and they're like, you know, happy New Year. It's like it spans Christmas to New Year. Great shout.
Can't really top these, can you?
Yeah, I'd say that's about it. I mean, as you can tell, you know, we're huge like geeks and stuff. So, you know, obviously we gravitate towards animated ones as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching our very special Christmas tier list. If you agree or disagree, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to know. We always love chatting, blah, blah, blah. And of course, we will be going a lot more in detail, our favorite Christmas movies of all time in our next podcast episode. Link is in the description below. We hope you've enjoyed the video. Marcus, let's roll the outro.
I've been Marcus.
And I've been Seb.
Goodbye.
Peace.